Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm SocietySucks and today I'm checking out Whom Should I Vote For by Jay and Mark. This is an older video. This is part of the Politics on Boring series that Jay made. So let's see exactly what this video is about.
Congratulations! You've registered to vote in a general election. Now, all you have to do is work out who you're going to vote for. All your candidates, apart from maybe one or two nutjobs, will be representing a political party. The main ones, in alphabetical order of the second letter of their name, are Labour, the Liberal Democrats, UKIP, the Conservatives, and the Greens. You might have a favourite one already, in which case, good for you. You can stop watching this video. F*** off. As for the rest of us, how do we decide who's right for us?
I vote the same way as my Twitter feed without thinking about it.
Oh.
I vote for the party with the best logo.
I vote the same way as my parents, otherwise they'll yell at me.
Oh, that's really
I
bad.
get so drunk I don't know who I'm voting for.
You know what? That's a good strategy. If they're all shit, just
Most
get
people
drunk
form
and
their
vote
opinion
for
of
whatever.
political parties from the media.
I'm
TV,
kidding.
the radio, the internet, and newspapers. But that can be distorting and unfair and inaccurate. And here's why.
The main issue when it comes to finding out which party to vote for is the fact that the majority of media where you can get information about those parties will be biased towards certain ones. So the information will always be a bit skewed. It's not going to be 100% accurate. Really, you just have to try and find as much information about every single party as possible from as many different sources as you can find, and then just try and make your own decision based on that.
Did you know it's not the media's job to tell the truth? They're a business just like any other business, and their job is to make money by selling
That's
more
true.
papers and getting more viewers and getting more clicks. And how do they do that? Exaggerate. Oversimplify.
Exaggerate, lie.
Focus on personality, not policies. And cause controversy on purpose. So that's why you have to take what the media says about the parties with a pinch of salt. It gets even
pinch?
more confusing
Just a
when you
pinch?
remember that each media outlet has a bias. No matter how hard you try, it's impossible to
I mean, yeah,
tell a
this is
story
pretty much
without
what I
picking
just
a
said.
point of view. And every newspaper, TV channel,
I guess
and
I could've just
website
waited for
knows
him
what
to
its
explain
readers,
it.
viewers and clickers want
Whatever.
to see. So how do you bypass the biased media and find out what the parties really stand for? Your first port of call is the internet. Every political party's website will include a manifesto, and that's the official document where they say what they're going to do if they get into power. They're a good place to start, but the problem with manifestos is...
Yeah, they're very long and boring. And reading through them takes
A party
ages.
manifesto is a very long, usually very boring document, not really designed for public consumption. It's more like a reference for the media and contains quite literally everything a party intends on doing. Finding the important bits, or more important...
The issue with that is that a party can also lie, or they can make promises which they will never be able to fulfill even if they get into power. So technically this manifesto is basically useless anyway, because no matter what it says there, it probably won't get fulfilled anyway.
Importantly, the bits that are different from all the others can be very hard work. So why not avoid the boredom, BuzzFeed style? Sites like voteforpolicies.com or isidewith.com quiz you about which policies you agree with and disagree with. Most fun of all,
These
they
sites
don't tell
probably
you which
don't
party
exist
stands for
anymore.
what. So your result
this
may
video
be
is
a
like-
surprising one.
Yeah, this video is 10 years old.
But remember, you're not voting for a party, so your result may be a surprising one.
Oh, that's a good
But
one.
remember, you're not voting for a party. You're voting for a person, your local MP. And you might want to pick them based on what they want to do for your constituency. The BBC website is good for this. Put in your postcode, find your constituency, find your candidates' names, then Google the shit out of them. Another website you might like is theyworkforyou.com.
Yeah.
It tells you how every MP has voted on every vote in the Commons. It means you can judge them not only on what they say they're going to do, but whether they tend to do what they say they're going to do. You can find some corking contradictions. Ooh, did you know that Ian Duncan Smith voted in favour of same-sex marriage but against same-sex adoption?
That's...
There are literally loads of ways of finding out what
okay,
all the
that's
parties
kinda
and all your
weird.
candidates are
Why
like.
would you vote for
Don't
one
just
but not
passively
the
consume
other?
the media like an onion. Use it wisely.
I vote based on what the parties promise to do when they get into power.
I vote based on my MP's past record.
You shouldn't just vote for what the party promises they will do. You should think about which of their promises are actually things that are achievable. Because plenty of parties make many promises, very wild promises, which they will never be able to fulfill. So take what they promise to do with a huge grain of salt as well. Just because they promise to do something doesn't mean they will.
I read lots of different websites and make up my own mind.
And often they just lie.
get so
They say
drunk, I
they'll
don't
do
know
something
who I'm
to get
voting for.
votes, and then later they don't do it. Oh, that's it. At the end of the day, what a party promises to do once they get into power and what they actually do once they get into power are two completely different things. Even if a party promises they'll do something, that doesn't mean they'll actually do it, because they could just be lying to get more votes, and later on they'll say, oh, well, yeah, we didn't do it because blah, 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 blah. They'll make up some sort of excuses. Or they'll blame a different party. You know, anything to stay in power. And of course, I know not all parties are like this. There are some which actually have decent people in them, but pretty much every politician is untrustworthy. Some might be better than others, but they all still suck. And just because a party has like a few good people in it doesn't mean the rest aren't shit. Yeah, democracy in general, democracy is a good idea, but there's way too many problems when it comes to the actual execution. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you want to see more reactions, check out this video right here, and with that, I'll see you in the next video.